together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we got a full baseball slate to go over, and that's it for right now. There's WNBA, but no football today, which we'll get plenty throughout the week, but no football the next couple of days. But yeah, but before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Now, yes, we didn't have a show yesterday. We woke up way too late for that, but it is what it is. In baseball, kept it kind of simple for me and swept the board. I did post my full card on Twitter, so if you guys are following me there, it went 5-0. Chicago, San Fran, first 5 under 4.5 was a winner. Arizona minus 1.5 was a winner. Got a little hairy there at the end, but that was a winner there. Minnesota was as easy as it gets. I had them first 5 money line. And then the overs in that Philly-San Diego game was about as easy as it gets. The only game that was really I had any kind of trepidation about at any point in the game was Arizona run line. Everything else were just clean, easy winners, which was really nice. I had the first 5 full game over in San Diego, Philadelphia, my bad. So it went perfect 5-0 in the MLB. In college football, wow, I should have just gone with the unders. I was looking at the under in that game. That's another game where I was staring at the unders and picked the wrong side. But it is what it is. Clemson, first half -7, full game -13. We're both losers there. Lost about 1.1 units there on that one. And then in the CFL, it was a strong day. It should have been a better day, but it was a strong day. Went 6-2-1, up 2.64 units. Started off with a 2-1 in the first game. Lost the first half over 24.5. It was 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. All I needed was 8 points in the second quarter. Hamilton gets 4, and Toronto gets nada. So that one, that first half over was annoying, but the team total over for Toronto, the full game over as well, comes through. Death taxes and the Argos scoring 30-plus points, just the way it is. And then the Elks game, I absolutely attacked this game, and it ended up being pretty successful. It should have been a clean sweep. Should have. Edmonton first half +3 was a winner. Edmonton, Calgary first half over 22.5 was a winner. Edmonton team total over 21.5 was a winner. The full game over 46 was a winner. Unfortunately, the defense decided to take the fourth quarter off, and I pushed the +4 and lost the +160, which was frustrating. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But overall, still a profitable day in the CFL. And overall, I believe it was 11-4-1, up 5.53 units. I'm almost back to the black in September after a really, really rough first couple days. Better today or yesterday. So hoping to continue that into today.
Nah, fuck the CFL. Yesterday, everything not named football was good, or I should say baseball was good. We swept the board in baseball. Arizona run line, Minnehaha run line, over in the Philly game, Orioles run line. Those came in nicely. Football was a complete flop. Edmonton +3.5 and Clemson -12. At one point I was looking at it and went, oh, well, we got the first 3 baseball plays. Edmonton looks good. Maybe we'll start off 5-0, see if we can go undefeated. A couple minutes later, I'm like, all right, maybe we might have a profitable day. We did because the Baltimore Orioles are the most profitable team in baseball, most profitable road team.
Because I didn't bet on them.
And I'm going to, seeing that you want nothing to do with the Oriole games the rest of the year, they're going up on the site every single day. So going to keep riding with them. Orioles run line was nice last night. Ended up being a 4-3, up 1 unit. Could have been a lot better. Already trying to dig out of a hole in September because of Saturday, and college football was rough. College football week 1 was rough in general. So hopefully week 2 is good. I know we already have a couple plays we like in week 2. So yeah. But I already put up the WNBA plays for today as well. But anyways, we'll see how today goes. We'll say hi to the chat, and we'll run through some baseball, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Are you saying hi to the chat, or am I saying hi to the chat?
You could say hi to the chat.
Okay. I didn't know where you're going there. All right. Morning, says DQ. Good morning. Morning, fam. Another day, another day. Yep, it is. Good morning, all. 9-1-1, mainly yesterday, mainly MLB. Books are going to come back collecting today. You ready, guys? I could definitely see that. It was a really strong day yesterday. So, yep. I love this sports betting shit. The gains are treating me so well almost every day. There you go. My guys ready to cash. Let's get into it. We start off with a game that Tim's highly anticipating here, the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Guardians. The Twinnies are minus 110 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the numbers, or the line history for this game. This line actually opened with Cleveland as a minus 115 favorite. It's now minus 119 in favor of the Minnesota Twins. Line opened up at an 8 at minus 105. It's now an 8 at minus 113. So let's take a look at the MLB here for the market moves. We have 53% of the tickets and 81% of the cash is on these Cleveland Guardians, and the lines move from dog to favorite for the Twins. We have 37% of the tickets and 53% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move slightly towards the over, which is kind of interesting there. Let's head over to Ballpark Pal, and I got to switch this over to the 5th. There we go. We have Progressive Field as the second best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 13% runs, plus 19% home runs, plus 11% double triples, plus 1% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup in this one here, we have Tanner Bibby and Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray, 1.93 ERA, 0.89 WHIP, 9.09 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 1.93 walks per 9, a 253 BABIP, a 2.46 FIP, and a 3.54 SIERA. He's been strong. On the other side, Bibby has been good too, 2.7 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 1.5 walks per 9, a 309 BABIP, a 316 FIP, and a 3.80 SIERA. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Cleveland Guardians in this one. Here, 3.69 FIP, 3.73 SIERA, compared to 5.28 and 4.55. Hitting advantage going towards the Twinnies here, 116 WRC plus, which is 6th, compared to 88, which is 24th. So we have the hitting advantage going towards the Twinnies. We have the pitching advantage going towards the Twinnies. They are on the road, but the lines move towards them here in this spot. The bullpen edge does go towards the Guardians, so I'm going to try to limit this down to just the first 5 here for the Twins. And that's kind of where I'm looking at for this spot, because of all the more money, more tickets are on the Twins, are on the Guardians. We get the lines moving towards the Twins. Tells me the books are not really scared of that Guardians money. So I think I'm going to take a shot here with the first 5. For the Twins. I just want to see what this price is. Minus 121. That's what we're going to get started with our card with. I do have one play I already bet on this card. I did a free pick video for it last night. But this will be my first one here this morning. Minus 121. Minnesota Twins, first 5 money line.
Of course they're not scared of the Guardians money. They just lost, 20-3 last night? There's no way that they freaking win today, right? I mean,
there is a way. The pitching.
Well, hold on. I actually did this game for balling out last night, and I grabbed Cleveland, especially after they just lost 20-3 last night. By the way, shout out to David Fry, position player last night, through 64 innings, 64 pitches.
Innings, jeez.
64 pitches, 4 innings, 7 earned runs, 10 hits. But he will not be available for today, though. We will put that. He will not be available for today. They shouldn't need him today. I think.
Is that the furthest a position player has ever pitched?
When you go through the chat, I'll look that up. I am on Cleveland today. I got him at plus 100. It's kind of what was the last thing we saw? Yeah. I'm on Cleveland today.
Fair. And I don't really like the no way that no, it's fine. When new seasons start, new sports just don't touch it for the first few weeks, so there's a decent sample size of unbiased to work from. I mean, I guess, but no, I'm going to still attack the early seasons.
This
Morning,
real
guys.
quick, I found a thing on him. David Fry becomes first position player to pitch 4 innings in a game since 1988.
There you go.
Twickies
Twickies 5-0. Yeah, they're 5-0 on the run line in their last 5 games. There we go. Brewers money line and Brewers -1.5 for Darren Turner today. We'll get into that.
Yeah, Minnehaha with Woodruff on the mound. Yep.
Earle Bros just seen you last night when you all sleep. I appreciate the time you put in. Yeah, I was going to say, what is sleep? I mean, we slept too much yesterday, but yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, pass on the game there. Brewers and Twins for EQ. Stacks pod is Julio Rodriguez RBI at +112. All right. Wasn't going to bet this one, but I think the market move is going to push me half unit on the first 5 Twins. Absolutely. Twinnies first 5 run line -0.5. I mean, you can do that. I think -121 is playable though on its own. Minor miracle last night. Tim won his Orioles bet, even though I bet on them too.
Yay! Good job.
I was leaning Guardians initially though. Fair. Jumped on Sonny Gray over 4.5 Ks on the FanDuel last night. Small play, felt like a low line. Yeah. I agree. Cleveland not going to get blown out again, but I'm off. Yeah, they may keep it within 3 runs tonight. I don't think they get blown out by 16 again or whatever it was. But yeah, pass on the Twins game. Good morning, guys. Had a horrible college football betting experience, but today it's a new day. Let's get it. Yep. I'm going heavy on NFL. Lions plus the points. Ravens minus the points. Browns plus the points over 51 in the Chargers game.
Lions. The more and more I'm looking at it, don't tell Lenny. I'm looking at the Detroit Lenny Lions. I'm going to stick with my under in that game, though. I think I'm going
to land on the unders too. I'm getting cold feet on the
unders
Chiefs.
to play in that game. Ravens. I think I'm going to end up staying off that game. Browns is my favorite play of the week.
Yeah.
And then over 51 in the Chargers game against Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins. Yeah, I kind of lean Dolphins too.
Yeah. If you want your Twins bet to cash, I'll just stay off. If I bet at their side, they will lose. There you go. I can't get the Twins right since the All-Star break. Then go ahead and bet the Guardians today. Kramer, Nathan said.
Yes, it's Kramer day.
Let's keep on moving on here. The Milwaukee Brewers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Brewers are -175 favorites. Total 8.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 170. It's up to a 172. So a 2-cent line movement here towards the Pirates. Total opened up at 8.5 even money. It's up to an 8.5 -105. 5-cent line movement towards the over. 2-cent line movement towards the Brewers. 57% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over in this game. 24% of the tickets and 74% of the cash is on the Pirates in this game. Big bets coming in on the Pirates in this one. Let's take a look at the at Ballpark Pal for this one, where we have PNC Park plus 7% runs, -4% home runs, but plus 20% double, triples, 0% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, we have Andre Jackson and Brandon Woodruff. Woodruff, 3.45 ERA, 0.8 whip, 11.62 strikeouts per 9, which is 34%. 2.2 walks per 9, a 175 BABIP, a 4.44 FIP, and a 3.10 SIERA. On the flip side, Andre Jackson's been good. 2.92 ERA, 0.97 whip, 9.85 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%. 2.55 walks per 9, a 237 BABIP, a 3.62 FIP, and a 3.58 SIERA. The bullpen advantage does go towards the Brewers here. 3.8 FIP, 3.65 SIERA compared to 3.64 and 4.02. Hitting advantage going towards the Pirates here. 96 WRC plus, which is 20th, compared to 81, which is 27th. This is, I think, a pretty simple stay-off spot. I believe Andre Jackson's not going to go more than a few innings because They still have him at still have it at TBD on covers. But no, he's gone 5 2/3 in 6 innings the last 2 starts. So they've stretched him out over here. I think he has the opportunity to pitch well in this game. I kind of lean under in this spot if I had to get involved with it, but this is, I think, a simple pass for me.
Yeah. I like the Brewers again. I just think you get a good spot. I really like Brandon Woodruff. He seems like he's coming into his own. They've won 5 out of the 7 games that he started. I will say the last time he did get to pitch against Pittsburgh this year, but 5 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, and they lost 4-1. Not super concerned. Not really too high on Andre Jackson. This is a Brewers team that just consistently has been winning, although they've lost 2 in a row now. Both of them 4-2 to Philly and Pittsburgh. But I still want to go back my cash cows that I've been backing for a while. Brewers run line is about a pick 'em, so -110. So I would go there if I had to go after anything.
Fair. Yeah, this was I think a simple pass for me. But back to the chat, Tim.
Okay. Yes, sir. Kramer Day. Yep. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. I feel like Pirates really own the Brew Crew. Maybe. Successfully faded Lithuania and FIBA after USA upset Serbia. Moneyline never in doubt without Jokic, but Jovic. Yeah, I was about to say Nikola Jokic is not playing basketball right now. He's having fun doing his own thing. Brewers completely screwed me yesterday. Had Royals first 5, Brewers moneyline, Rays first 5. Yikes! Busted my parlay. Thinking I'll use my points bet, same game parlay, free bet later for the O's game. O's money line, alternate full game total, over 6.5 -110. Yes, I like that. Because it's Kramer. It's over and Baltimore. Hit some nice run line parlays with Orioles, Man of Steel money line, and Money Walker and Merrill Kelly. So you had Orioles, Cubs, Phillies, and D-backs. You love to see it. Bunch of pitchers I've been backing all year too. Let's have a day, gentlemen. Let's do it. Steelers in a teaser with the Seahawks.
I think there's better teams to put in a teaser. I think the ones I have circled are the Cleveland Browns, and you can go New York Jets. You can get them up to the 18. You can tease. There's a couple of them. You could tease the Chiefs down to a -0.5. Or something along those lines, but I think the Cleveland Browns, and I could probably go with the Steelers as the second leg for that.
I don't like the Seahawks. I think
the Rams will be better than people think this year.
I was about to say I'm putting Seahawks on upset alert. Stop Geo on Steelers full game. I kind of like the Steelers though. I will say. Tempted on Mets run line, but might take the Nerfy. I like the under. Speaking of.
Yeah, this one's an interesting game. We have the LA Dodgers. They're -135 favorites, total of 7.5 in this game. This market really confuses me because the Dodgers opened up at a 160. Within 8 minutes, they dropped down to a 149, and since then, they've dropped another 13 cents. So since the opening line, this line's dropped 24 cents away from the Dodgers. Line opened up at a 7.5 at -110. It's now a 7.5 at -113. So a 3-cent line movement towards the over in this spot. But that line move on the Dodgers, I'm wondering why. They have 85% of the tickets and 77% of the cash is on the Dodgers. The line's moved against the Dodgers. They have 86% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the over. The line's moved towards the over there. Only 3 cents, though. So this is a very confusing market, I think, for me, trying to read this game. Let's go ahead to Ballpark Pal, where we have Lone Depot Park at the normal -7% it is always at. We have Jesus Luzardo and Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw 2.12 ERA, 0.88 WHIP, 7.95 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 2.65 walks per nine, a 1.5 BABIP, a 5.61 FIP, and a 4.23 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Jesus Luzardo, 5.68 strikeout ERA, a 1.42 WHIP, 9.47 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 3.32 walks per nine, a 3 BABIP, a 5.68 FIP on a 4.30 Sierra. The bullpen advantage goes towards these Dodgers here. 3.33 FIP, 3.64 Sierra, or 3.46 Sierra compared to 4.01 and 4.12 for the Marlins. Massive hitting advantage here with the Dodgers. 123 WRC plus, which is ninth against lefties the last 30 days. And on the flip side, the Marlins are dead last, 52, which is 30th against lefties the last 30 days, which is making me wonder, why is this line moving towards the Marlins? The only argument I could come up with is that the Dodgers are going West Coast to East Coast. Granted, they had a day off yesterday, but they had so that's keeping me completely off this game. I guess if I had to get to anything, I would lean over the total. But I mean, they're saying that Kershaw gets hit today, which I don't see it with the way the Marlins are hitting lefties. I just don't. So this is going to be a pass for me. I wanted to back the Dodgers in this spot, but not the way this market's moving at all.
It's another game that I talked about on Balling Out. And I like the under. I like Clayton Kershaw. He's been, ever since coming back from his injury, he's pitched 17 innings and has allowed 4 earned runs. So he has been back to his normal self. I will say I kind of lean Dodgers because even though these go back into June and 1 in May, the Dodgers are 9-1 in Clayton Kershaw's last 10 starts. So they've been playing well when he pitches. They've been giving him some run support. The only loss that he had was in his last 10 was against the White Sox on June 14th. So all the way back then. So they've just been winning his starts, but I want to back him, but I also think Jesus Luzardo has a solid start. I think it's a little bit of a slower spot for the Dodgers coming across the country. You got Luzardo coming off of back-to-back 6 innings, no earned runs, combining for 3 hits allowed. So he's been beginning to look a lot better. Granted, they lost his last start, but that one went 0-0 into the 10th. But I like the under in this game. I think we see like a 3-1, 3-2 type of game. I do kind of lean Dodgers, though.
Yeah, this is one where I wanted to find a way on the Dodgers. I couldn't. I just couldn't. And the last time I went up against market moves like this, I got my ass kicked. So
that's fair. Back to chat.
Yeah. Under in San Fran Pitt. Well, I think San Fran's not playing Pitt. So which game is that? Yo. What's good, Joe Kryptonite? I have to say Marlins have been in better form than the Dodgers lately. I don't know which Dodgers you're watching other than their
3 out of 4 to the
Atlanta Braves. Other than that, they won what, 19 of 21 games?
Yeah.
Wiki bets over 1.5 bases. I can see it. Sorry, but Marshall beating ECU this week. We'll see. I still have to
lock at this point, right?
I think I'm more looking at the under in that game than anything, but who knows?
I don't know why we're talking about that game. It's not for a little while.
I'm on the wings.
Just mentioning that to piss us off, but that's fine.
It is what it is. I'm on the wings in the sky today. Let's fly. There you go. Pete Alonso over 1.5 bases at plus 105. He crushes Corbin lifetime.
Hold on, wings in the sky. I'm on the wings. I'm on the fever. I'm on a fever day.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, well, Joe, no fever money line, no matter what. Sky need this game. Wings do too. Fair.
Just because they need it doesn't mean they're going to get it.
Yeah. Jets/Browns might not need a teaser. Outright dogs, I was thinking money line straight bets. Absolutely. And
we think, well, yes, but Nick's saying if he wants to tease anybody because they're 2.5s going above 8 and above that touchdown number, that's the best teams to tease with it. But no, we're going to have Jets money line and Browns money line on the site already. Browns money line's already on the site. So
I think the more and more I'm looking at that Jets game, I think all I want to do is have the Jets in the teaser and bet the unders in that game because I could see that game finishing 24-21, something along those lines. So yeah, I do like both those in a teaser. And yes, I mean if you're looking to make a teaser, you should be willing to bet them straight as well without the teaser. So
yep, correct.
Check out my NFL season previews. Today is Detroit, Lenny and Nick with the Red Wings. We did the Red Wings there. You put the link in the chat there for the Red Show. Over in Liberty, Wings, under Mystics, under Mercury, over Fever there for Mr. Untouchable.
I'm on Dallas, under in the Mystics game. I'm on Phoenix today. I'm on Phoenix plus the points. Under in Mercury, considering that Washington and so Mystics and Mercury are playing each other today. Just wanted to point that one out. So I don't know what you're doing with those. And then over in the Fever game, I could see that.
There you go. Hey, look, it's that Minnesota guy, Terry. Yep. San Fran Pitt was NFL. I thought we were talking baseball. My bad. Probably. I used same game parlay free bet from yesterday on this Dodgers game for today. Dodgers money line / full game alternative over 4.5 runs at -115. There you go. Terry saying hello. A stat I did see, ECU did not give up a sack versus Michigan. They're also the first team since Georgia in the 2021 semifinal to limit Michigan to less than 4 yards a carry.
And it was the smallest margin of victory for Michigan versus a group of 5 school in like 10 years.
Yeah.
In that time, they've beaten like 9 or 10 Power 5 conferences by bigger margins.
Yep. Keep going. I want to grab the Jets too. Vikings cover the spread week 1. That's a tricky game.
Here. I'm not going to talk about it.
I think that line's down to a 5.5, honestly. And I would not be surprised to see Tampa cover that game. Yep, I think so. I'm on the Chiefs first half -5.5 at +110. There you go. I got it. Same game parlay with them. -6.5 full game. Mercury was supposed to be team total. There you go. I'm on the Chiefs first half. I was looking Chiefs first half full game. I think I'm just going to move on the unders. Vikings first half. Yeah. Hit the like button. And now I have to go back to work. Boo. And he is on the Vikings -6 and over.
Good luck. Hope you win.
We'll head to the only play that I made a play last night in. And, of course, the lines moved against me overnight. Tampa Bay -150, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. We have the Tampa Bay Rays. They opened up as -150. It got up to a 159. It's down to a 149. So it's moved 1 cent towards the Boston Red Sox. Line opened up at an 8.5 even money. It's down to an 8 at -113. So the lines moved down half a run, and the lines moved a penny towards the Red Sox. It did move towards the Rays when I bet this last night. 84% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Rays. I am not a fan of that right now. 65% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the under. The line has moved in that direction. Ballpark Pal has Tropicana Field at the normal -7% like it always is. This is a roof. We have Zach Eflin and Cutter Crawford. Cutter Crawford, 5.82 ERA, 1.34 whip, 8.72 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 2.91 walks per nine, a 3.06 BABIP, a 4.5 FIP, and a 4.65 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Zach Eflin, who's been elite at home, and he's been really good here. 3.18 ERA, 1.13 whip, 9.53 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 0.95 walks per nine, a 3.16 BABIP, but a 3.75 FIP, and a 3.35 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Rays, 3.42 FIP, 3.51 SIERA compared to 4.83 and 4.13. Hitting advantage goes towards the towards the Rays here, 138 WRC plus, which is second against righties, and the Red Sox 113, which is seventh. Everything correlated for me last night. The Rays are at home. The line had moved towards them. It hasn't anymore. But they have the pitching advantage, the hitting advantage, the bullpen advantage, and everything was correlating for me. I played the Rays -1 at -111 last night. So that's why I'm on for this one.
I did balling out, and I gave out the Rays online. Back in my boy Zach Eflin at home. Now I got a +140 last night. It's down to a +135, 136 area. So I didn't get as good of a line, still plus money. So when it comes to it, we may have lost 5 cents, 4 cents worth of value, but to me, plus money is still plus money. I I'm going to go after Zach Eflin. You just saw a really good game played by the Red Sox last night. I think Tampa Bay bounces back here. Eflin at home, a lot better than on the road. Man, if he was good on the road, you could be talking possible Zach Eflin Cy Young tickets, but unfortunately, he just hasn't been as good on the road. Back in here, I'm at home, though. Rays run line plus 136.
There you go. Back to the chat.
Cool. I was on Rays first 5 money line yesterday, but I'm thinking I stay off the game. Got it. I thought Rays were going to handle these crappy Sox yesterday. Well, wasn't it like wasn't it a weird pitching matchup yesterday?
I don't remember. The line did move towards the Red Sox, though.
The game was like a pick 'em yesterday, so.
Yeah. So I understand, yeah. We'll move on, though. I've got about 18 minutes left until I have to head out. So I'm going to try to go through these as fast as possible.
Yep, go.
Seattle Mariners minus 140 favorites, total of 10 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot between Seattle and Cincinnati. Let's line opened up at a 165 for the Mariners. It's down to a 142. So a 23-cent line movement here towards the Cincinnati Reds. We saw this yesterday, too, and the Cincinnati ended up winning that game. Line opened up at a 10.5 minus 110. It's now a 10 at minus 105. So a line move towards the under and a line move towards the Reds. We have 44% of the tickets and 65% of the cash is on the Reds, and the line's moved in their direction. I've got nothing on the total. No tickets, no cash flow on the total, which is kind of annoying. But we have Great American Ballpark as the most offensive conditions on the slate today, plus 17% runs, plus 30% home runs, 9% double triples, 0% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Connor Phillips and Bryce Miller. What do we know about Connor Phillips?
Go over Bryce Miller first. I'm looking up Connor Phillips now.
Appreciate that. On the flip side, Bryce Miller has been awesome. 2.67 ERA, 1.07 WHIP. 8.33 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 1.33 walks per nine, a 304 BABIP, a 233 FIP, and a 4 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Mariners, 3.58 FIP, 3.52 SIERA compared to 4.48 and 4.51 for the Reds. And the hitting advantage going towards the Mariners here, 134 WRC plus, which is third compared to 87, which is 25th. Everything points towards the Mariners here except for the market's screaming Reds again. So I think this is another spot where my numbers point one way, the markets point the other, and it's a stay off for me. Plus, I don't know anything about Connor Phillips, so this is just going to be a stay off spot for me.
Here is Connor Phillips, right-handed pitcher. He's 6'2", 209, 22 years old, born on June 4th, 2001.
We don't need his whole life story.
Okay. He was drafted in 2020 on this. Well, this is significant because he's a younger guy. Drafted in 2020, so he was drafted 3 years ago. Round CBB, which was the 64th overall pick. Keep in mind it was the 2020 draft, so it was kind of funky. He was drafted out of McLean Community College in Texas. So I don't know. This year so far, a 4-5 record with a 3.86 ERA, 25 games pitched in. He started 4 of them. He does have a save this year. 105 innings pitched, 154 strikeouts, a 1.41 WHIP. So he looked and over his minor league stats. Here's an interesting. Maybe it might help me put towards a prop for this one. 290 and 2/3 innings pitched, 415 strikeouts. That's insane. That's like 1 to 2 strikeouts an inning. So he looks pretty solid. His ERA doesn't tell everything. He's been, this year so far, he was with AAA and with AA. He did a lot better, obviously, in AA. Although his strikeout numbers stayed consistent throughout both. Well, maybe not as consistent with AAA. 43 strikeouts in 40 innings, 111 strikeouts and 64 in AA. I'm not sure what we're going to see from him in terms of making a jump. I think this is a stay away. But there's the life story of Connor Phillips, pitcher making his major league debut for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, I think all of that just makes me lean a little bit towards the first 5 under 5. because I think he can probably go out there and throw you a good couple innings, and I don't expect Cincinnati to do much offensively. I would love Cincinnati to keep winning these games, but against the Mariners. But yeah,
I want to see Seattle win.
I would lean towards the first 5 under, and I kind of lean towards Cincinnati. But yeah,
let's quickly take a gander. Here, you go. Go say hi to the chat. I want to look up one thing for this game.
Yep. Rays are 7-2 versus the Red Sox this regular season. Yep. Kind of like the Reds, I lean that way. Marlins plus 2.5 first 5, and the under 4.5 first 5 is 1.87, 87% payout. I'm taking that for half a unit. Good luck. Minnesota Vikings are trash. By the way, good morning. Good morning. Lean Mariners team total over 5.5. That's an awful lot. I got a good bit on the Buccaneers, 3.05, 205% payout versus the Vikings. I kind of like that, but they're no sweats. Yeah, I didn't like Kirby yesterday. I think it's a revenge day for the Mariners, minus 2.5. Good luck.
I don't think it was Kirby yesterday.
I don't remember who it was yesterday.
It was Brandon Wu.
Yeah. Stop. Very, very tempting, but not going to do it. How do you guys approach survivor picks in the NFL? Take a big favorite, pick them, or underdog? Big fave. If they just need to win the game, you want a big fave.
No. Survivor picks. So this week you're gonna look at, all right, who's gonna be the most popular survivor pick this week?
Commanders.
Probably Baltimore. Maybe Washington. Baltimore. Who's the team's most likely to win? Baltimore, Washington, Kansas City, and Seattle probably. If you're looking at the public guy. Well, I want to use the Baltimore later in the season. I want to use Kansas City later in the season, and I might want to use Seattle later in the season, so I would end up choosing Washington.
Yep. Dodgers first 5 I'm on. Good luck. Sounds like he could be a D2 type of guy. Yeah, he's a JUCO kind of guy. Kirby lost to the Mets on Sunday. It was woo yesterday. Woo yesterday.
By the way, real quick, Reds game. Connor Phillips over 4.5 strikeouts plus 112.
There you go. The New York Mets are taking on the Washington Nationals in this next one here. The Mets are minus 135 favorites with a total of 9 in this one. Let's take a look at the line history here between Jose Quintana and Patrick Corbin. Line opened up at 135. It's up to a 136. So only a 1 cent line movement here towards the Mets. Line opened up at a 9 minus 120. It's down to a 9 minus 119. So a 1 cent line movement towards the under as well. So really no line movement here in this spot. We have 62% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the Nationals. Wow. And the lines move towards the Mets by a penny. And we have 87% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the over. And the lines move towards the under. That's interesting as well. Let's take a look at Nationals Park here, which is the third best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 9% runs, plus 6% home runs, 7% doubles, triples, 4% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, we have Patrick Corbin and Jose Quintana. Quintana, 3.07 ERA, 1.36 whip, 7.67 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 4.6 walks per 9, a 2.96 BABIP, a 3.53 FIP, and a 5.11 SIERA. On the other side, Patrick Corbin, 4.09 ERA, 1.50 whip, 8.18 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 4.5 walks per 9, a 3.11 BABIP, a 4.71 FIP, and a 5.08 SIERA. Bullpen advantage actually goes towards the Mets here, 5.06 FIP, 4 point. My bad. It goes towards the Nationals. My bad. 4.75 FIP, 3.57 SIERA compared to 5.06 and 4.31. Hitting advantage goes towards the Mets, 117 WRC plus, which is 11th compared to 93, which is 18th. I want to move on the Mets here in this spot. The markets are saying under as well. I don't know about that. I don't trust either of these pitchers at the moment. But I can get the Mets first 5 money line at $1.40. I'm going to grab that here. I think the Mets are able to get to Patrick Corbin in this game. So I'm going to take a shot here at the Mets in the first 5 innings at $1.40. Tim's chair, what are you thinking about for this game? All right, cool. We lost Tim there, it looks like. But we'll head back to the chat here in this spot. Yeah, you're right, Patrick. Well, I lost with the Mariners. Yep. I was leaning on the Saints. I don't know about the Saints there. I don't know. Tim, Mets and Nationals.
Under. I gave this out during balling out as well. I like Patrick Corbin a lot more at home than on the road. But the line I felt like was a little bit too short to go after the Nationals. Normally, I would say this is a weird line. These two teams are right on point together. Both of them have officially been eliminated from the division. So I figured I'd throw that one out. I trust Jose Quintana if I'm going after anybody. For the Mets as well. I like the under 9. I think it's too high of a total. Especially the Mets 2-7-1 to the under last 10 games. So they've been going under a bunch.
Yep. Fair. Nathan on the Mets money line here in this one. I would lead towards that full game money line as well. I just think there's a little bit more of an edge for the first 5. Pass for Markel. Corbin is not elite at home. He is definitely not. But he's better at home, but he's not elite at home.
By about 0.75 ERA.
Yeah. Would you tease the Browns plus 7.5, Jets plus 6.5, or 8.5? You said 6 point teaser. 6 point teasers. Don't do anything higher than that. And when you're teasing, if you're teasing a dog, get it through 3, 4, 6, and 7. If you're teasing down, get it through 7, 6, 4, and 3. Make sure you're getting through all 4 of those key numbers. Chair stream for Tim. Yep. Pete Alonso RBI. I like it. He's hit really well against Patrick Corbin. All right, we get the next matchup here with the New York Yankees minus 230 favorites against the Detroit Tigers. Total 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in the spot. We have Garrett Cole and Alex Faedo. Line opened up at a 230. It's up to a 234. Line opened up at an 8 at minus 120. It's now 8 minus 113. So a move towards the under and a slight move towards the Yankees. Wow. 82% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the over in this game. And the lines moved down. I really like that under. 57% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the Tigers. And the lines moved slightly towards the Yankees. That's because 85% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on the run line. Yankee Stadium is the 4th best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 8% runs, plus 25% home runs, minus 5% doubles, triples, 0% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, we have Alex Faedo, 3.38 ERA, 1.13 whip, 7.59 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 3.8 walks per 9, a 190 BABIP, a 5.41 FIP, and a 5 SIERA. On the flip side, Garrett Cole, 4.40 ERA, 1.04 whip, 9.1 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.05 walks per 9, a 247 BABIP, a 4.56 FIP, and a 3.77 SIERA. The bullpen advantage going towards the Yankees, 4.00 FIP, 3.77 SIERA compared to 4.82 and 4.41. Hitting advantage actually going towards the Tigers here, 110 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to the Yankees, 83 WRC plus, which is 26th. The Yankees are just not hitting righties right now. And I think Garrett Cole can come out here and pitch well against this Detroit Tigers lineup in this spot. I mean, 99% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moving towards the under, screaming under to me. And I think I'm going to end up moving on that here. It is a 4, which does make me a little bit nervous, but I'm fine with it. First 5 under 4 here for me, Tigers and Yankees.
Yeah, I'm not going after this game. Yankees are monster favorites. Good for them. They're back to almost 500. I'm not. They're done. Let's see how far back they're. By the way, elimination numbers are now available on the MLB standings. Yankees elimination number of 18. So we're getting close. So far, 2 teams eliminated. That would be Kansas City and Oakland. And there could possibly be another team officially limited today. That would require Kansas City beating Chicago and the Texas Rangers winning. So maybe not today, but these 2 teams are pretty much completely out of it. Yeah, Yankees elimination number 18. Detroit's is 13. I want nothing to do with either side. This one's a complete stay away.
Fair. Back to the chat so I can type in my place here real quick.
Spanky's first 5 run line. No, thank you. Pass. Yankees run line feels gross. Buffieto, maybe Yankee team total over. I still don't want to touch the Yankees, although they've been playing a lot better as of late. Judge RBI plus 106. What's the Yankee run line? Minus 115, minus 120. Yeah, no.
I would lean towards the Yankees if I had to bet the side.
Yeah, but it would have to be a run line, and that's a little bit. I don't like laying minus run lines in general, especially with home teams.
Yep.
unless they really, really deserve it.
Yep. But this will be the last game I'll break down here before I got to peace out. The Cubs are minus 140 favorites with a total of 10.5 in this game against the San Francisco Giants. Take a look at the line history in this spot where we have Walker and Hendricks. Line opened up at a 155. Wow, this line's plummeted down to a 129 for the Cubs. So a big line, 26 line movement towards the Cubbies or towards the Giants. Line opened up at 11. It's down to a 10.5. So a move towards the under to move towards the Giants, suggesting that Walker and the bullpen kind of shuts down the Cubbies here. 59% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the under. 41% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the Giants in this game, which is kind of interesting there. Taking a look at the pitching matchup for this one here. Ryan Walker has been really strong. Granted, he's only going to go a couple innings, but 1.54 ERA, 1.54 WHIP, 15.43 strikeouts per nine, which is 39%, 4.63 walks per nine, a 500 BABIP, but a 1.63 FIP and a 2.9794 SIERA. On the flip side, Hendricks 2.48 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, 7.14 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 2.48 walks per nine, a 286 BABIP, a 305 FIP, and a 4.19 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Cubbies here, 3.74 FIP, 4.07 SIERA compared to 4.42 and 4. The hitting advantage is a pretty big one here for the Cubbies, 99 WRC plus, which is only 16th, but the Giants are dead last versus righties the last 30 days, 68 WRC plus, which is 30th. I would lean under. I don't like how much money is on this under, but it's a 5.5, and the line's gone from an 11 down to a 10.5. And I would lean towards maybe the Giants here early. Giants first 5. You can get the Giants first 5 at plus 106. And the first 5 under is 5.5. I would lean towards those directions there. I don't know if I'll get to either of those, but I wish there wasn't 97% of the cash on the under, but the line's moved in that direction. So I think Walker can come out and pitch well. Hendricks I think will be able to pitch well in this game. I'm going to pull the trigger on it. Give me the first 5 under 5.5 in this game. Between the Cubs and the Giants. I was on the first 5 under yesterday. I'm going back to it today. First 5 under 5.5, minus 110.
Sounds good. Seeing that you're heading out, please text me your card for the rest of the games. Look at the games that are still left, and please text me all of them, hopefully by the end of the show, so that I can load stuff up on the site.
It won't be by the end of the show, but okay.
You suck. Come on, Nick. It's class. Get your priorities straight. Baseball first. Anyways, we'll see you. We'll see you next time, Nick. I will say, I gotta make myself here. I will say I do kind of like the Cubbies today. Once again, kind of just looking at where these teams are and what they need. Giants are a game back for the wild card spot, clustered up with Arizona, Cincinnati, and they're half game behind Miami. So lots of just weirdness going on in that wild card. Did anybody have Cubs, Arizona, Cincinnati, Miami, all and San Fran all fighting for wild card spots, and then San Diego, Mets, and St. Louis kind of as cellar dwellers this year? And not a lot of people probably did. I will say I like the Cubbies because obviously I'm big on the Cubs this year. And they're only 2.5 games back for that first wild card spot, and they're not too far back for that division either. How far are they back for the division? 2.5 games back for the division. They're 2.5 back for both division and wild card. So I definitely think there's room for Chicago to still move up. I would lean Cubbies in this one. Probably not going to touch it though. Cubs over 10 when I bet it. Nick grabbed the under. Whatever. Cubbies run line. I would lean that way. Yes. Nick. Who's your Dinger Tuesday pick? Harper or Polar Bear for me right now? As crazy as it sounds, if you're going to pick somebody from the Mets, DJ Stewart. That's who I would go for the Mets. If you had to choose that one. I mean, I probably would look towards Rutschman or Henderson on the Orioles, but I can honestly Cubs starting off hot again. Yeah, they very well could. Laughing. Get your shit together, Nick. Damn right, Lenny. You should tell him. You should tell him. Let's head to this game. Ugh. Okay. White Sox and the Royals. The Royals are hold on. The Royals are favorited today with Dylan Cease pitching for the White Sox. Okay. Normally I don't touch AL Central games. I'm gonna have a bet on both the AL Central games today. Oh boy, Dylan Cease and Brady Singer. Both these two teams suck. The Royals are eliminated, and the White Sox have an elimination number of for the wild card at 2. The division's a 6, so they still have a little bit more of a chance. They have a better chance at winning the division than the wild card. Obviously, I know they're dead. Brady Singer's been kind of rough. White Sox been kind of rough, but the fact that the Royals are favorited with Dylan Cease pitching for the White Sox, I want to go after the Royals today with Brady Singer. I'll take if I'm going after it, here's what I'm going to have to do. I'm taking the Royals run line, plus 165. I'm not taking a minus 120 with the Royals. That's stupid. I'm not interested in that. I'm not laying minus money to back the Royals. I will grab their run line, plus 165 in this one. And they'll get closer to knocking out the White Sox. Tim, I just entered Pub's NFL Capper contest and Survivor. Thanks for your donation. Technically, mine wasn't a donation because it cost me. Well, I won the poker tournament, so that's how I got my ticket. So technically, it was a free ticket for me, even though I spent $150 worth of buy-ins because I had to rebuy all 3 times. I ended up making a chunk of money off of it, so that was the poker tournaments were fun. But no, mine was a free thing. I almost decided to join the Survivor, but I didn't. Not $100 I just had. So, Nerfy Cease better not poop his pants like his last start. He probably will. Oh, White Sox, shake my head. Joe, enjoy your Bears for a couple weeks. Pass. I agree, Royals. Yeah, and I would have to go Royals run line plus 165. All right, that's what I'm down for. Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. It's a pick'em game. Total of 9 between the two sides. Who's down to continue to fade the Texas Rangers? Because if the Texas Rangers win, if the Houston Astros beat the Rangers and the Blue Jays beat the Oakland Athletics, the Texas Rangers will be sitting out of a playoff spot. I wish somebody would have mentioned that. Oh, wait, we've been calling it for a while now. This Texas team is not legit, although they are going to go over their win total. I was wrong about that. Playoffs? No playoffs. I think they completely fall apart. Framber Valdez hasn't been the Framber Valdez that he's been in the past. So that's kind of a little bit shaky. But we got Nathan Eovaldi going for Texas, who's making his first start since mid-July. So that's, I don't know if he's going to be put on an innings restriction or anything like that. I'm grabbing Houston. I'm 100% grabbing Houston today. Fading the Texas Rangers again. There's levels to this. And I do think that you're going to be getting a good game out of Framber Valdez. I do think you're going to get a smash spot for the Houston Astros again. Go ahead, give me Astros money line against the Texas Rangers as they continue to free fall out. All right, Darren's ready for it. Let's go Stros. Yep. Week 1 Survivor pick. The Detroit Lions. So you're just donating. You're donating $100. Lenny, can, pick something more serious for it. I think you could get a better option than the Detroit Lions. Good luck. Hope you survive. You like the Lions because I like them too. I kind of lean them with the points. I feel like the best way to approach it is teasing the lines with the under. Rangers team total over. No, thank you. Astros run line, but I might want the Nerfy too. He likes them with the points, not the money line. There you go. The only problem I have with Stros, they take too long to score. I'm not worried about that. I think Lions plus the points, not a bad pick. Sorry, Lenny. Yeah, Joe Kryptonite's all over the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, who's ready for a holiday? Happy Dean Kramer Day. Baltimore Orioles and the LA Angels. Orioles minus 160. Total of 8.5. Dean Kramer versus Reed Detmers. And who on a show of hands, who has heard this before? The Baltimore Orioles are the most profitable team in baseball. The Baltimore Orioles are the most profitable road team in baseball. Dean Kramer is the most profitable pitcher in baseball. And Dean Kramer is the, I think, fourth most profitable over pitcher in baseball. Sorry, third. He's 16-9 to the over. Only behind Brady Singer and Lance Lynn. Who's heard that one before? Yeah, you guys know where we're going? Baltimore, run line, and the over. Baltimore scores for Dean Kramer. He seems to go over a lot, and they win for Dean Kramer. I don't know about you. 20-7 is pretty solid, and 9-1 his last 10 starts is ridiculous. And Kramer has been fantastic. Sign me up. We're continuing to fade the joke that is the LA Angels. Let's see what their elimination number is. For the division, it's an 11. For the wild card, it is a 13. This team is just fallen apart since the deadline. They made a big mistake buying instead of selling. They've already gotten rid of Giolito. Give me the Orioles, run line. Give me the over, and I'm just going to keep riding with that all year. Combined, it's hitting at like a 70% rate back in both of those in the game that you'll get it. So yeah, give me the Baltimore Orioles and the over. Chiefs minus 13.5. Oof. Agreed. No Chris Jones, no defense. Lions team total are 75. I hope not. I'm taking the under. Joe, any feedback for today? Orioles over. Yes. Over. The Baltimore Orioles are the most profitable team in baseball. Nick's bets on them. F the Orioles. Nick, I'm putting the Orioles and the over up on the site. Seeing that you don't like the Oriole games. Kind of like Slovenia. Nick should make a mashup clip of Tim saying the Orioles, Dean Kramer, are the most profitable team in baseball. Get it done, Nick. Be more. Rays, Brewers, Jays, all money line plus 522. I like it. Serbia, no doubt. USA spread. Orioles run line saved me yesterday from a pitiful yeah, me too. I did not. Yeah. Clemson's bad. That's going to be rough this year for him. Let's keep on rolling. Because speaking of playoff or possible playoff teams, the Diamondbacks are minus 200 going up against the Colorado Rockies. Diamondbacks, minus 200, total of 9. We get Kyle Freeland taking on Brandon Pfaadt. Yeah, this is another one. I'm not really too interested in the remainder games. Although one of these is a little bit weird. I might have to look at it more. I want to stay completely away from Arizona and Colorado. I believe Colorado is elimination number of 4 for the wild card. And I believe they're already eliminated from division. They are already eliminated from the division. So elimination number of 4 for Colorado. Arizona sitting in that third or tied for the third wild card spot. These are games that they need to win. Does not mean I'm backing them. The only time I'm going to be back in Arizona is A, if there's really a reason to, or B, Gallen/Kelly. So this one's a complete stay away. No real reason for me to go after this one. I think the line's too wide for me to want to go after Arizona. Rockies team total over. I could see it, but I'm hoping Arizona wins. I mean, I don't think I have much more Arizona futures. I think I had the division. I had their win total over, so I still need wins from them. I tried faded T-backs yesterday and see how that went. Yeah. Diamondbacks minus 1.5. Same Tarek. Orioles lose to Atlanta in the World Series. Don't say that. Atlanta doesn't make the World Series. Simple two-teamer. Baltimore, Houston. I like it. This is the game that's okay. I guess it makes a little bit more sense with that line compared to the line I was looking at. Pick'em line, total of 9. It is Michael Lorenzen taking on Pedro Avila. Avila is a guy that's going to go 3 to 4 innings max. They don't seem to be winning his starts. They've won 2 out of his 8 starts, but granted, I don't know, most of those are in August. He doesn't really pitch all that much into games. Taking on Michael Lorenzen, who's been pretty solid since. He's been a little bit rough actually. Well, he had the no-hitter. He had a win against Miami. He had a no-hitter. Sorry, no, the no-hitter was his first start, right? Because that game was this game the. No, it wasn't with Philly. Yeah, he got a win in his first start in Miami. A no-hitter, and then since then, 6-4 and 3 earned runs. I'm going to end up staying away from this one, too. This one's a little bit of a weird line. I would kind of lean San Diego just because this is a pick'em between a team that's 9 games under compared to a team that's 15 games over. So I would kind of lean towards the Padres in this one. Yeah, kind of gross, though. Kind of gross. Baltimore money line, yes. Atlanta money line. Oh, that one we didn't talk about. Mike Soroka is pitching for the Braves. I don't want to back Mike Soroka, who's pitching for the first time in a couple of months. D-backs run line. Yeah, that's fine. But I will say I'm not backing the Cardinals with Miles McCollum for that Atlanta game. Phillies money line. I like my guy Lorenzen. Good luck. I'm probably staying away from him. Kansas City, no bat, 9th inning, plus 130 on DK as last night. Woke up in the twilight zone betting on the Royals. I know, right? Yeah, we'll bet it. I'll bet it. Avila, 0-2. Okay. Over in the Braves game. That I can see. Over 10.5 in the Braves game. Yeah, I can see that. We'll head to the last game of the day, and Toronto and Oakland are going to go at it. Toronto minus 180, total of 8. Chris Bassett will be taking on Ken Waldichuk. It's minus 180 on the road. Bassett, I don't really trust Bassett on the road. At home, 2.8 ERA. I'll back him at home. On the road, 5.02. So not as pretty on the road as he is at home. They don't seem to be winning his starts all that. Oh, they've won 3 out of his last 5, but they've won 3 out of his last 7. So I'm not really too interested in going after that, but I'm not touching Oakland. Oakland could be within the 100-loss club very, very soon. Ken Waldichuk's not a guy that I want to go after. I feel like I have enough action on today's card. I'm going to stay away from this one as well. Complete and total pass. Orioles games make me nervous. Nah. Braves team total over or nah, 5.5. I'm not going to say no. I don't like Miles McCollum. I think he's been awful this year. So sure, especially with it. They should cash that. F the Blue Jays. Yeah, I said it, Terry. LOL. That was untouchable. That was not me, although I'm not a big Blue Jays person myself. It is what it is. That is all the games for today. If you guys are interested, we'll do a little bit of, what do you call it, first before we really jump into it. Hold on.
Housekeeping.
Yes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. All the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Big 4 right here. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all linked down below. Make sure you guys are checking that out. Become a member of the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel. Join the 7 others that have done it already. There will be a NFL member-only video coming out Wednesday night, and I think a college football coming out Thursday night. So make sure you guys are, if you're interested in that, check out those. Those will be member only, along with college basketball. When that comes up, there'll be 3 to 4 college basketball ones a day, including the Saturday cards. So make sure you guys are checking out or becoming a member of the EarleSportsBets.com YouTube channel. I know week 1 was a little bit rough. Week 2, overreaction to week 2. I think we're going to have a good week. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the becoming a member on the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel. Recap today. I like Cleveland after getting absolutely blown to pieces yesterday. I like Milwaukee on the run line. I like the under in Miami. I will say not a lot of these are going on the site, though. Tampa Bay run line. Under in the Mets game. I like the Cubbies. I would have to run line it. Kansas City on the run line. Houston money line. Orioles and the over. Or Orioles run line and the over to finish out today's card. You're taking the Braves -2. Chatting Tariq, just bet and forget the Orioles. There you go. Thumbs up. Chargers spread in the over. I kind of like Miami week 1. I do like the over, though. We'll see how those go. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock for another one. Good luck, guys.